At Barretstown, we rebuild lives affected by childhood cancer and other serious illnesses. Diagnosing a child with something as serious as cancer is not just devastating for the child, but for the family also. There are countless rounds of difficult treatments, such as chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and many painful tests that no child or family should ever have to go through. It is almost impossible to imagine what it is like to be told that your child has cancer. Here, some families tell us their stories and how Barretstown has helped them. Whilst each family's journey is unique, they all have one common starting point: diagnosis.
I had a good secure job. The kids were playing out on the grass.
We couldn't have been happier.
And we just went, my God, we really felt that we had it. We've copped on to what life is about, how to be happy. It wasn't about money, it wasn't about a big car. It's there on our doorstep. You know, husband and wife, kids, happy summer. And it's amazing. It was like the economy. We hit right the top. We were right at the top of the crest of the wave, and boom. Then, you know, the financial disaster hit. And we're in a phase of recovery at the moment, and there's glimmers of hope. That's probably a good analogy of how it was. Life was just amazing, and
our bubble was burst.
Our bubble was burst. Our bubble was burst.
Like, unfortunately, Mary's father is seriously ill with liver cancer, and when he was first diagnosed with colon cancer 3 years ago and was going through the treatment, he says himself, in the horrendous chemo he went through, when he suddenly turned around that his grandson had cancer as well, that knocked the stuffing out of him. That was far worse than told that he had cancer, and that was his own words, you know what I mean? And
I suppose on the journey you definitely go through the anger and the why, and especially when you look at children, you kind of go, it's not fair. I mean, they're in their little innocent world, and that's why I sometimes feel that we've suddenly landed in an adult world with Sean. He suddenly has to get used to getting injections. He gets sick and he turns around, well, can I have more chocolate cake?
The way that Alex's diagnosis has changed my life, it's very, very undescribable. All I can see is that life has changed so much. It's like I was wearing very foggy glasses, and all of a sudden my life became crystal clear, and it just happened with just like the flash of a light bulb. It's the most remarkable thing I think that ever happened to me in my life.
Barretstown provides us with a fantastic opportunity to provide a continuum of care for our children. We as the medical profession, start our introduction to the family at the diagnosis stage. We unfortunately have to deliver bad news with that diagnosis, with the onset of and with the realization of a diagnosis of malignancy or a cancer. At that point, the patient's life and their family's life changes and will never be the same again.
Barretstown runs a unique programme of therapeutic recreation, which helps families affected by serious illness rebuild their lives and enjoy life as they should.
They never push you, but they encourage you. Come on, you're nearly there, you're nearly there. And if you don't want to, you'll come down, and you've still made an achievement. But I just went, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it for Adam. So and I had the fear, because I didn't think this cable was on me, and I had the fear of going up. And I got up to the top of this thing. I don't know, it was about 50 feet or 70 feet or whatever it was. And I got up to the top of it, and I just burst into tears. And I went, Adam, that was for you. Now, you'd never do that on a normal day. And so Barretstown just makes you achieve things that you never get the opportunity. And from a simple little drawing of a picture to a physical exertion and exhilaration of, I did that.
I think Gush was off playing football and we came in here with Sean and we made, I don't know, this parachute thing for an egg. So we all had to go over to the castle and throw it off the top to see which egg survived. And he thought this was just hilarious. How mad could this be? And it's just the imagination, and even do you remember we did that zoo thing and they had animals all done up? People dressed up as animals, and you had to go around and find them. And it was that whole feeling of kids' wonderment, because they were there like, where are they? What are we going to find? And that's what it gave them. It just gave them back even though our children are so young, but it gave back that pure fascination of kids. It gave it to us too, as adults, to see them going around enjoying it. And the imagination that people put into the shows here and the carnivals, and they just loved it.
Well, definitely you spent a weekend treating Sean as a child and not as a patient. And I think that really sums up the difference, you know what I mean?
For our whole family, it did us the world of good.
Yeah, for those 2 days, yeah, it was good. Like a breath of fresh air, like definitely, no doubt about it.
It was great. It really is.
Was when I went through the gate and I was so terrified, and when I came in, that you're in a safe place, and that, you know, it's okay to be scared. But if you come here as a family and you come through the gates, you're in a safe place. It is like a home, and you're with other people that are the same as you, and it just does things for families that will make them feel secure and safe and predominantly happy.
The love that was there's a message there to tell your kids you love them. Every day, because if you don't, you can't say it after they're gone. So we're lucky. So that's.
I didn't bring any tissues.
See, we're in Barretstown, so we're laughing and crying at the same time. You always got to laugh in Barretstown.